Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man. We're back in South America. Gonna do some rice again. I bought a couple other fields though, so we've got a couple more fields we can work on. So no point in wasting around, wasting the sunshine. Let's do our normal turning on here. All right. Okay, I'll show you. I bought a couple of new fields, so let's see. Oh, by the way, it looks like the canola's ready to go up here. We've got pinto beans ready to go. Hi, Tim. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Anthony, how are you today? Good to see you here. So the canola's ready to go. Actually, I think the rice is back too, but I had to wait for the canola quite some time. It takes a while for that to ripen, and in the meantime, I think the rice is ready again already. I just finished doing it. But let's see. This is the big field. I bought this field here. This is new, brand new field, and it's got soybeans on it. And then I bought this field, and it's got corn on it. And I bought this field has pinto beans. And then this little bitty field here, these are all brand new fields. This one has wheat on it. So, yeah, so I bought, did I buy another one? I don't think so. But if we look at the map, you'll see that now I own quite a bit. I bought this one down here the last time, but I bought all of this stuff up here, 10, 9, 8, and 11. So we've got all of this, and I got 19. I could have gotten 18. Boy, do I really need to? It doesn't matter, I guess. Let's go ahead and pick up 18. I don't know what that is. Oh, we'll do 18 and see what's on it. All right. Kind of reminds you of Espacio, pistachio, what I used to call pistachio. It was South America too. Jeremy's in the house. Hey, Jeremy. Matt's in the house. Matt, how you doing? All right. So anyway, let's go see what was on that one I just bought. It's kind of long and lean over here. It's got black beans on it. So we got some beans to do. All right. That's fine. So, but we didn't get this one. This is 17. Didn't get it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Not today anyway. All right. I'm going to probably have to get some more combines. So let's get another combine. All right. Matt says he's doing good today. That's always good to hear. Jeremy, I hope you're okay. We're going to change it to the big deal. And put the bigger engine on it. Wheel setup. I'll do the double, I guess. And then none of that matters. Let's make it. It doesn't really change anything. Let's make it a Fendt. I can't remember if I've got a Fendt or not. And then let's see. LED strobe lights. Yellow. All yellow. We'll make it all yellow. Don't care about the windows. Body decals, don't really care. I'll put GPS on it, though. Rear trim. I was going to do something crazy. What do we got that's crazy? Purple? We'll do a purple one. Why not? Do a purple one. Boy, it looks like a giant grape. All right. Okay. Well, that's good enough for government work. Let's get it. And then I need headers for it. So let's buy some headers. Andy, hi. Andy's in the house. Hello, Andy. Mason, you bring your jar with you? Mason's here. Okay, so let's see. They're not going to have a purple one of these. So what do we put on? What do we put on? What would really clash with purple? Maybe this Klaus color. New Holland. John Deere. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's do a bright yellow. Why not? All right. Mason said he brought his jar. What do you use a mason jar for? You've got Mountain Dew in it? You could put Mountain Dew, that would work in a mason jar. You could use it for a spit jar if you chewed tobacco. I used to know a guy that chewed tobacco, and he had a mason jar on his car. I'm trying to think I think it was a little one of those minivans or something, but the dashboard had a flat spot on it, and he would put the jar on the dashboard, and then he would spit at the jar with his tobacco, and sometimes he would miss, and we'd be running down the dashboard, and it was just grosser than all hell. I didn't like riding with him. Whenever he'd say, hey, we should go do, yeah, we'll take my car. I don't want to ride in your car. It's a mess. Here's the funny part. The guy was a chef. So I actually didn't ever eat in the restaurant he worked at either. Just imagine him spitting tobacco back there while he was cooking, while he was frying your eggs. All right, I'm going to take this guy and put him in that cornfield. If I can get to I can't get to it. Oh no, how'd I get it in the first place? I might have to physically get in there with my super strength and haul them things out. Okay, this is weird. I just can't get close enough. How did I get him? How did I drop him in there in the first place? That's weird. All right. We'll get them manually. Farm Dynasty 2 planned release date November 5th. Well, that's coming up. The end of the month here. All right, what's going on? Why can't I pick it up? Why can't I pick it up? Oh, maybe because I'm flying? Yeah, it was because I was flying. All right, let's see if that works. Whoa! Whoa! Turn off the strength. It won't let me in the tractor. Oh no, what's going on? The tractor's oh no, it's flying in the air. What the heck? We got a glitch. We got a glitch in the oh my god, I lost my combine. It's glitched. It's glitched. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a poltergeist in the house. Oh my God, what do I do? Super strength is off. It won't let me release it. We got a poltergeist in the house. Oh, geez. Where did it go? Where'd the combine go? What in the hell is going on? It is October. Whoa, 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 whoa. Halloween isn't quite here yet. Let me put super strength back on. Can I let go of that? What in the wide world of sports is it going on? Wow. I think I've lost it completely now. Where did it go? Punted it away. All right. Just gotta hang on. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm just going to reload the game. That was awful. I don't know what to do. It actually was pretty funny, but we need a little funny in our lives today. I'm drinking Baja Blast. You can hear me slurping in the background. Okay, now I'm gone. There I am. All right, what happened? What did we get? I think everything reset. Yeah, I think those got reset. So let's grab one of these guys. All right, let's do this the right way, if there is a right way. And just move this out a little bit so we can grab a hold of it. Turn off the super strength. Okay, turn on the speed. Turn on the flying. And then let's try this again. E.T. wanted it. E.T. phone home. Okay. So now we don't have our combine because I reloaded from the start. I went back to where we left off, which means I probably don't have that new field that I just bought. But that's okay. We can get it. Let's do all of this stuff. Wheel brand doesn't matter. Standard. We did a double there. I think we did a Fent. We did yellow. All yellow. Windows don't matter. Reaper body doesn't matter. We did do the GPS. I did pretty purple. I could do pretty pink, I guess. We'll do purple. Oh, gosh. No, that's too much. The purple's bad enough. That would be too much. Okay. We'll get that. And then I'm not going to buy the header right now because I don't really need it right now because I'm just going to use corn. So we'll just use the corn first and we'll buy the header later. So let's get this guy started up. I've already got a John Deere. I don't need another one. Tim said I should get a John Deere, but I've already got one. And I'm not a big John Deere fan anyway. All right, now let's see. We're gonna run up to. That's the cornfield right here, I think. So we'll run up. We'll run up there. Okay, and in the meantime, let's go look. Yeah, see, it didn't get 18, so I'll go ahead and get 18, I guess. We'll buy that. And we could actually get 17. We're buying all this forest, which is kind of a waste, but that's all right. All right, let's get this thing going. Wow, I tell you, some of these fields are really way too close to the fence. Or the fence is too close to the field, one of the two. It's 6 of 1. And look, that tree's right on the field. There's no way I can avoid it. I mean, literally, it's right on the field. Ha ha ha. Super strength. Oh, another tree. Feel like George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. So they made a couple years ago. They made a new Joker movie, and I haven't seen it because it's R-rated. And I just wasn't interested in it. But I guess it did pretty good in the theater. And so they decided to make a sequel to it, another one. So they got the Joker 2 out, but they decided to do it as a musical. Why? Don't know. Because nobody asked for the movie in the first place. Everybody that saw the movie thought that it was a nice standalone movie. And so, but they wanted to, make a bunch of money. So they made a second one. They made it a musical. They made it completely different than the first one, which was successful. Instead of making an actual sequel to the first one, they made it a musical, and they have the Joker arrested and in prison through the whole movie, which is pretty stupid. And then at the end of the movie, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't spoil it, but they basically what they did was they just wiped out the first movie. Just completely wiped out whatever happened in the first movie. Doesn't matter. Didn't happen. They just kind of wiped it out. But they made it a musical. And guess what? Nobody wants to see it. Who could have known that making the Joker into a musical nobody'd want to see? Here's the bad part, though. Very few people knew that it was a musical, and when they advertised the movie, they don't advertise it as a musical. They don't show you any musical parts or anything like that. And so everybody's going to this movie, and then they start in the middle of the movie, just start singing, and everybody's going, "What the hell is this?" And they're all leaving the movie pissed off. What is wrong with Hollywood anymore? They don't know how to make movies anymore. They don't want to make movies that people actually want to see. We don't care whether you want to see it or not. We want to be artistic. It's our vision of the movie, and if you don't like it, then tough luck. Except for they're losing millions of dollars on it. Millions of dollars they're losing. How long can they keep doing that? Are you guys seeing this okay? Is the stream working okay? Before the stream today, I shut everything down and started the computer over, and so I didn't want to have any stuttering issues like we did the other day. I took my VPN off, so I'm using my full bandwidth. But I'm worried because Tim keeps telling me how to fix the combine, which I fixed maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago. So it makes me think that maybe the stream's not running. Did I lose you guys? I gotta find my way back home. I don't know where I'm at, really. I don't know where I'm at. Andy says the stream's working fine. Okay. Well, I was just worried because I fixed that combine problem about 15, 20 minutes ago or longer, and Tim's just now telling me how to fix it. So I thought maybe the stream stopped. I don't know where this road goes. I'm hoping it goes out to a point where I can get back to my farm. Ah, there's a road. Okay, we got this made. We got it made. Thank you, Andy. Uh-oh, I left some equipment in the road. Imagine that. I left equipment out. I'm not quite sure what to do with the rice, so I'm just going to dump it for now until we figure out what I need to do. I think, wait a minute. Is the rice dryer thingamabobber need rice? This thing's worthless. I need to remod it. It doesn't hold very much, and it takes forever to dry the rice or to husk it. It husks it. Needs to be remodded for industrial use. And he's petting the dog. All right. Okay, I gotta get to work. I gotta get other combines. Combines. The other combines working. Are they empty? Let's see. I was gonna go start on the canola, I think, or pinto beans. Did I have some pinto beans? Yeah, I got pinto beans over here. Let's put this combine right here. Whoa. I don't know why it wants to do that. When you teleport, it wants to teleport running. It's on a dead run when you... I want to control that myself. All right, well, that's doing it. Well, I gotta wait because if I don't do a headland at the other end, it's not gonna be able to turn around right. So we'll do that. By the way, Baja Blast today. My new camera works better over there. Notice that the Baja Blast doesn't disappear like it did on the old camera. Why is the pipe out? Things got a little better for Florida in one respect. The new hurricane that hit Florida was almost a category 5. And when it hit land, it broke the eye and it split in two, which lessened down to a category 3. And so it's still bad, but that was a good thing that happened. Now, for those of you that don't know, the hurricanes, winds, and storms like that are categorized by number between 1 and 5. A category 5 is terrible dangerous. It'll take buildings down. Category 5 is like a couple 100 miles an hour winds. A category 4 is a little less than that. Category 4 is maybe 180 mile an hour winds, somewhere around in there. Category 3 is the one in the middle. Then there's a category 2 and a category 1. A category 1, if you've got just a regular house, will pretty much rattle the windows and, bend some trees over, but your house will still be standing. A category 2 will hit your house and it'll throw things around and it'll break windows. Anything loose is going to be gone on your house, and trees might come down. A category 3 is going to will harm a house. That's where the roof starts coming off, the shingles, doors are going to be knocked in, that kind of stuff. Your house may or may not be standing when you come home, but it's not going to be in very good shape. Now, that doesn't include the flooding. The flooding is not a good thing. So, and so the flooding is just as bad as the wind. So this was supposed to be a Category 5, and then maybe degrade to a Category 4. But it sounded like it degraded to a Category 3, which doesn't mean there's not going to be damage. There's going to be a ton of damage. But it would be better than it was if it was a Category 4 or 5. Here's the other bad news, though. They're looking at another storm coming in for next week from the Caribbean that might hit Florida. So this will be the third storm in 2 weeks, or within 3 weeks at least. All right, let's get this guy, and let's put him up here. On some canola. If you want to see that, the Weather Channel, I think, I'm pretty sure it was the Weather Channel. Just Google Weather Channel, and they had an AI model of a house where they show the damage from Category 1, Category 2, Category 3. They do it through AI, so you can actually see what the damage looks like for each category. It's quite interesting. Scary, but interesting. Now on the West Coast, we have our problems, but it usually isn't hurricanes and tornadoes. If you know what I mean. Yeah, there's still going to be damage. They were showing some. I can't remember which Florida town it was. It was a big city. It was a city, and they had big cranes for building buildings and stuff. And they were just down. They were all the way down and taking buildings with them, and that was the bad part. They just had a hurricane come through that caused a lot of damage, right? They were desperately trying to clean up as much as they could, because the other storm came in and made total destruction, and now you're walking through houses that have been knocked down by a storm, that have washers, dryers, TVs, microwaves, in some cases cars, automobiles and things that got destroyed. But that trash is still there. And so they were desperately trying to clean up that garbage, that trash, because what happens when another storm comes in? It picks up that trash, and now it's projectiles. So now you've got microwaves and washing machines and televisions flying through the air that just got picked up from the last storm as projectiles. And so they were desperately trying to clean up as much as they could before this second storm hit. So, and it's one of those things that would have never even entered my mind, because I watched videos where they're desperately trying to clean up. And I thought, well, I understood cleaning up. I understood that. It was the desperation that I didn't understand until somebody mentioned that the reason they're doing it. Oh, well, hell, that makes sense. I didn't even think about the fact that the storm would pick all that crap up and throw it around. You've heard stories about a piece of straw. The wind is so strong that it takes a piece of straw and puts it through a two-by-four. The force of the wind can do that like a nail. It's almost anything can be deadly in a storm like that. If you're out in it. A bit like the combine, yeah. All right, let's see. Are we using all the combines? Yeah, we are. Okay. All right. We got to get. I don't think that's going to be big enough. Can't remember what that dump truck holds. Let's try it. And see if it's going to be enough. Oh, the chickens are out of food again. All right. I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. We're going to have some wheat here pretty quick. I got a field. So I'm just going to kind of borrow a little bit of wheat. I don't want to find dead ducks and chickens on the ground when I come home off the field. And then we're just going to empty that. There we go. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I've got a wheat field out there that we can take the wheat from. And I'll store some so next time I'll have some wheat for the animals. What is today? The 10th or the 11th? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't recall. We got about a month and the new game will come out. I mentioned Red Dead 1, the first Red Dead game that was about almost 15 years old. It's 14 years old. And it's coming out on the PC. They're charging like $50 for it. So it's pretty much like it was a first-rate AAA game. And it's 14 years old. I don't care. I'll buy it because I want to play it. It was a good game. It was worth $50, but even so, I thought it'd be a little cheaper since it's 14 years old. And the fact that everybody that wants it's already bought it at least once. Purchased it, I should say. Bought isn't a word. Andy pre-ordered the game. Let me see if I can keep up with this combine here. Yeah, I didn't think this thing held very much. Oh, it only holds 12,500. It's worthless. We need to get the other rig out there. I hear pigs squealing. You go, piggies. Why do pinto beans look pink? I'm having a hard time catching this stuff. There we go. Whoa. Did I get it all? Well, I guess so. All right. Well, so much for pinto beans. Now, this is the only field of pinto beans I had. I've got that field of black beans that I just purchased. But I don't really have any need for beans. Make me a big pot of bean soup. You need a ham hock and some bacon, maybe. Make yourself some. That's all I do. I take pinto beans, a bag of pinto beans, and let them soak like overnight. Another dog video. Meatloaf, dog meat, meatloaf. It's all the same. Anyway, I just clean the beans, soak them overnight, get a ham hock, or just some bacon if you don't want to use a ham hock, and just cook yourself a big pot of beans. It makes pinto bean soup nothing better than pinto beans. I like it. All right, let's get this guy out of here. And we'll put him up here, I guess. I can't remember what's on this one. Well, let's clean it up. We'll get it cleaned up. It won't take long. Wonder how Scorp's doing. I haven't seen Scorp for all week. It's Thursday already, guys. I got a brand new Fallout London coming out tomorrow. It's, I don't know. You'll have to bear with me. It's kind of a convoluted episode. I had some trouble with the game, and I got it running good now. Though every time they do a patch, it kind of fixes something. So it's running pretty good now. But I lost a couple of game saves. I found them and fixed them, but it took me a while. It was just frustrating. So, and I've been having trouble finding time. There's so much going on here at the house. I've been having a hard time trying to find time to record. It's just hectic here. I'm working on fixing up a room for Addie. We've got family that have had hard times, and so I've got a lot of the family back at the house here, and I don't have enough room. It's a big house, but it's not that big, and so I do have a very nice room that I talked about in a previous live stream that I'm fixing up for Addie. It'll be a nice room, and she'll have her own way to get in, and she'll have her own place. She doesn't have her own place right now, and so right now her bed is in the living room, and so she's trying to sleep in the living room. And if anybody gets up and does dishes or makes coffee or anything, and she wakes her up, and it's tough. And she's got no privacy. All her clothes are out down there, and so I need to find a place for her to be. So I'm fixing up this room, but it just takes time, and it's been very busy. and I've had a hard time finding recording time. And so I knew I had to get a video out for tomorrow, and I had that problem with the game. I fixed that, so I was a little frustrated. And when I was editing a couple of the past videos, I realized there was some stuff I missed in, for example, the episode about the Bank of England. I missed some things because I rushed through. And so I thought some of those things might be relevant to the story later on. So I had to catch it up. And so the video for tomorrow is me catching up with some things that I missed. All right, what do we got? Canola? All right, let's jump. We're going to jump over to this field. And you keep doing canola. Yeah, I know. You guys remember I used to be a paramedic. I got called out to a farm one day where the farmer was using a tractor with a PTO, and the PTO was hooked up to an auger, and the auger was transferring grain to a bin. And this farmer had on a pair of overalls, and instead of walking around the tractor, he stepped over the PTO. And the PTO is spinning like this, and it's got where the PTO from the tractor and the shank or from the auger are hooked together, so that the PTO, as it's spinning, will spin the drive shaft of the auger. They have to be hooked together. They're hooked together with bolts. So once this was hooked together, there's two bolts that are sticking up like this. And as they're spinning, you can't see the bolts. This guy was so stupid. He stepped over that. It grabbed the crotch of his overalls in that and started ripping him up. And I got called to this farm. It was a mess. He survived okay, but he was hurt pretty seriously. And then there was another call that I got, and again, it had to do with the grain. It had to do with grain. He was in a piece of equipment that had an auger running through the bottom. It was a tanker, a grain truck, and on the bottom there's an auger, so that the grain comes down to that auger and then is pushed out. He slipped. He got in there for some reason. Again, very stupid. He got in there, he slipped, and his foot went in the auger and just chopped his foot right off. And I remember we were there, and we were trying to stop the blood and get him in the ambulance. And fortunately, one of my guys was there separately, so he had his own vehicle. And so I told him, get this guy going. He's in trouble. Get him going. I got to go look for this guy's foot, because there may be a chance they can do something with it, but it has to be caught right away. So I grabbed some ice in a bucket and a cooler that I had, and I went into the auger looking for this foot, and still in the shoe. And I did find it. I put it in the cooler, and I took it in. For the life of me now, this was 30, 40 years ago. I don't remember if they were able to do anything with his foot. I don't recall. But anyway, again, this equipment is nothing to be fooled with. Don't be foolish. Don't try to take shortcuts. You know, both of those things could have been easily avoided if that guy really needed to get in that grain truck. He could have shut it off first. I think what he was trying to, I think there was a part of it where the grain wasn't going down quite, and he wanted to push it with his foot, but he slipped. Same thing with the guy that stepped over. He's too damn lazy to walk around the tractor. Don't be lazy. Don't be stupid. You know, things are dangerous. Keep in mind that anything can happen. And the thing is that people don't think, oh, of course he knew that could happen. He didn't think it would happen to him. Why would it happen to me? I'm too smart to get caught by something like that. Well, evidently you weren't. I could tell you another one, but I'm not gonna. It would gross you all out. Those were bad enough. Yeah, I've seen some pretty bad things in my time. One thing it did for me is it made me a much better, safer driver. I don't drive cars like I used to when I was young. I've seen too many car accidents. When I'm driving a car, I don't do anything else. I try not to talk to people. When I drive a car, that's my job at that time. I don't dink around looking in the back seat, talking to people, laughing, telling jokes. I don't do any of that. When I'm driving, I'm watching traffic, and I'm watching not just what's in front of me, I'm watching what's miles ahead of me. And then I'm hitting my back reverse mirror. I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at both of my side mirrors, back at the front, back at the mirror, side mirrors. I'm watching traffic in front of me, I'm watching traffic behind me, and I'm watching traffic beside me. Constantly. If I'm on a freeway and I'm looking behind me and there's a car in either of the other lanes that's coming up on me, I keep my eye on them. So I'm constantly looking and watching and looking and watching. And when they get beside me, I'm looking for the next one. I don't want to get surprised by having a car beside me that I don't know is there. So I watch the traffic behind me, and if I'm looking forward and I look in the rear view mirror and I don't see the brown car that was there a minute ago, where did that brown car go? I look in my side mirror, I look at the other side mirror. Oh, there he is in the other lane. He's coming up on the other lane. And so now I know where he's at. I'm constantly watching like that. That's my job. And that was all because of the ambulance I used to run. I just saw too many car accidents, and things can happen in a split second. It's like I tell people, you're driving 60 miles an hour or faster. The guy coming towards you is driving 60 miles an hour or faster, and there's only that much room between your cars when they pass. Anything can happen. You could be drinking a hot cup of coffee and slips out of your hand and falls in your lap, and you go like this, and boom, you hit a car. Anything can happen. So I'm constantly, I treat it, it's a job. When I'm driving, it's my job. Well, and I used to be a truck driver, so it was my job. But I learned a lot from driving truck too, because you can easily lose a car when you're driving a truck because your trailer is too big, you can't see around it. You don't know what's behind you. There's no way. And there's always a car that pulls up so close behind you that you don't even know it's there. So that's where I learned to watch both lanes behind me to make sure if I see a brown car or a blue car or a yellow car, where did it go? And I want to know where it's at. So if it takes a split second for that guy to do something stupid, that means I only have a split second to try to keep away from it. You know what I mean? Try to do something to avoid it. And as I've said, people are stupid, so you gotta watch out for stupid drivers. Uh-oh, trouble. Am I stuck on something? I'm stuck on a tree. Oh man. It was my auger was stuck on a tree. All right, let's clean this up. Boy, today, don't get me started talking about ambulance calls. You'll get sick. I've seen some pretty bad things. And it isn't just that I've had to take care of them. I've had to fix them. I've had to, you're there to save people's lives. It's not only that you have to see them, you have to deal with it. And a lot of people can't do that. I've had a lot of people say, "How did you ever do that? That's terrible." I said, you don't even think about it at the time. The only thing that's in your mind is the only reason that man's going to live is if you do something. And if it's gross, it doesn't matter. You've got to do it. And so you just do it. And you think about it later, or don't think about it. I try a lot not to think about some of the stuff I've had to do. But I've saved a lot of lives. And I'm glad I didn't have to do it for a living. Remember, when I did that ambulance, that was all volunteer. I had another full-time job. I was a commercial loan officer at a bank. I went to work every day not knowing that in the next second I'm going to have an ambulance call. And, and I had people ask me, "Why do you do this?" It's just, because it's not just that. I had to train all the time. I was always going to school, learning something new, or refreshing something old. So if I wasn't taking classes, I was working full time and then running the ambulance 24/7. And people ask me, "Why do you want to do something like that? Why would you volunteer for something like that?" I said, "Well, this is not my hometown. I just work here. I came here to be your banker. I don't have aunts, uncles, grandpas. I do have friends here now, but I don't have relatives here except for my own family. I would like to think that if my wife got into an accident driving home from school or from work today, that somebody out there would be there to save her life. Well, that's me. That's why I do it." And I said, "I want to make sure my family has somebody here that can do stuff like that." I said, "If I was you and I had my aunts and uncles and grandparents here, maybe you should come and help me." Because I was doing it pretty much by myself almost for quite a time. Look at that dog clear out here. Get home, dog. What's he doing out here? Silly dog. Tricks are for kids. All right. Got to get this guy moving. I can't remember what's on field 11. Anybody know? One of these had canola on it. I don't remember which one. Let's go find out. Yep, this is canola. All right, we got it. We got it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. um, oh, this isn't canola. What is this? This soybeans. Oh man. All right, I gotta. Can I get over? Can I get over in this other field? No, I can't. All right, hang on. Let's jump track here. Okay, I'm gonna help this guy finish up. We'll go at the other end here, since we've already got canola in here. Yeah, Tim, that's what I'm saying. You just never know. It only takes seconds to have something go wrong. Only seconds. And if you're not paying attention, I can't tell you how many accidents I've seen caused by somebody texting or, well, we didn't even have texting back then, but something like that. Driving along, they're eating Fritos while they're driving and drinking a soda, and they drop their bag of Fritos down on the floorboard or something, and they reach over to get. Now they've got their steering wheel like this, right? Okay. Oh, I dropped my over there on the floorboard of the passenger side. I can reach over and get it, and when you lean over, you take the wheel with you. So you're turning the car because you're not thinking. You're leaning over and you pull the wheel with you. People are pretty stupid, and it only takes a second. The other thing you need to be aware of, and I do this all the time, when I get in a car, if we're traveling, I tell my family, whatever you've got that you want to take with you, make sure it'll fit in the trunk, because I don't want anything in the car that's loose, because they would take stuff and put it in the back window of the car. Think about this. If you're in an accident and you have to slam your brakes on, anything that's not tied down is going to come flying and smack you in the back of the head, or, anything can cause damage. I had a girl in a station wagon, a little Subaru station wagon, wrecked her car. She had a spare tire in the back of the Subaru that had studs, those little metal spikes in the tire, and it was a fully aired tire. Why she had it back there, I don't know, but it was loose. When she wrecked her car, that big heavy tire come flying all the way to the front, smacked her in the back of the head, and those little steel pegs or whatever they're called. They have a name. Those things have a name, and I don't remember what it is. But I mean, just she had so many holes in the back of her head, and she was hurt pretty bad when I got to her, and she really got her bell rung. She was so upset, a young girl, and she kept telling me, I have to find my purse. I have to find my purse. I said, don't worry, we'll get it. Let me get you in the ambulance. We've got to get you to the doctor. You're hurt. I've got to get my purse. And I said, I will find it. Don't worry about it. I have to take my birth control pill. I have to take my birth control pills. She was out of it. She had got her bell rung, and for some reason was worried about taking a birth control pill. I finally got her calmed down and in the ambulance, and I ran back and got her purse. But it's just things that you're just not thinking about, I've seen people that have so much junk in their car, if they ever got in an accident, man, they'd be torn to ribbons with all the crap they got laying around. Well, I'm glad your mom wasn't hurt. Pinto beans. Whoops. Turn the rig off. Studs. Yeah, but the actual stud has its own name. It's like a nib or something. I can't remember. There's a word for the actual piece of metal that is the stub. They call them studs they call them studded tires, but the stud itself has a name. It's like a nib or a nip, or I can't remember, but it's something like that. Suppose my tractor's powerful enough to move that truck. Oh yeah, no trouble at all. Uh-oh. What's going on? All right. Where am I going? Oh! Dangerous tractor driving. Don't do this at home. I'm a professional. It's 2 o'clock already, and I've already had my soup du jour, so there we go, Baja Blast. So I'm heavily medicated, and I'm cat dancing, ready to go, ready for action. Cat dancing like nobody's business. See, who's been out here the longest? Probably the red one. Is he even running? Oh, did he get hooked on a tree?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's hooked on a tree. Cheers, Andy. He's hooked on a feeling. All right, here we go. Go, man, go, man, go. Why does he keep opening his pipe? Stop it. Don't you know? Hang on, I'll be right back. I got to tell Carol about something that happened on the phone. Be right back. All righty, we hit the tree again. How'd that happen? Was nobody watching my combines? They just let it hit that tree? Who's running? Rob's working that one. Scorpion. Scorpion! He's not paying attention here. All right. Did you guys miss me? I wasn't gone that long. Clean up around this tree, I guess, while I'm out here. Okay, what's this guy doing? Did he finish up the corn okay? Looks like it. All right. Get him cleaned up, I guess. Fold up the corn header. Let's take him back to the farm. Down here's fine, I guess. Get rid of the corn in the corn header. Washer's done. I wasn't using the washer today. I don't know if oh my God, that's a long. Wow, is that pipe longer than the ones I'm usually using? That seems quite long. I think it is a little bit longer than what I'm usually using. But I can't prove it in a court of law. Yeah, I don't think I need one quite that long. It doesn't fold up like it's supposed to. All right, now I need now's when I need to buy another header because I don't have enough. So let's see. That's not it. Is it? Is that it? Header. All right. Let's do. But I don't care. I'll do a New Holland. All right, where do we need to go? Let's go to Idaho. Is that the one I was trying to get to right here? Yeah, this is it. Okay. All right, let's try this again. We tried to start this one earlier, didn't we? Most people don't even realize that skid loaders can get really dangerous. You can flip them and roll them or over and really get hurt. My God. Was he going to slow down? Man. He hit that fence like 80 miles an hour. I'm exaggerating. It was more like 75. Who's working here? Rob is working here. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise. Steve and Rob. Well, no wonder. Rob's putting himself a little bit too thin here. And I can't control either. Oh, jeez. There we go. All right. All right, who's got it now? Andy. Andy took over. Andy will take care of it. Yeah, me and my big pipe. I've always been real queasy about my eyes. When I was younger, I didn't want to wear glasses. Now these glasses are reading glasses. These are cheaters. I don't have a prescription anymore. I've got 20/20 vision. My problem is my age. As you get older, your vision you start to lose it. You need a little help. You need a magnifying, and that's what these are. These are just cheaters. But when I was young, I had prescription glasses, and I hated glasses. I still do. But I wanted to wear contact lenses, and to wear contact lenses, you have to put the lens in your eye, which means you have to be able to touch your eye. I could never do that. I couldn't even get this close. I'd get this close and I would jerk. Anybody getting like this and I would jerk. I was really queasy about my eyes. Well, one of my ambulance calls was a little kid that had been fishing with his dad. And he threw his line out and it got caught in some bushes. And he's pulling and pulling and pulling, and it breaks loose, and the line comes back at him and the hook goes in his eye. So I got there, and I told him to hold still, don't move, don't blink, don't do anything. And I took a Dixie cup. I couldn't think of anything else to do. I took a Dixie cup, and I explained to him what I was going to do. So I'm going to take this Dixie cup, I'm going to put it over the hook, and I cut the line off so there was no line hanging from it. And I said, I don't want you moving your eye, because I don't want you getting hurt any worse than it is. So I'm going to take this cup, I'm going to put it over your eye, and I'm going to tape it on. I don't want you to blink. I don't want you to look like around with your eyeballs. Don't move your eyeballs. Just stare straight ahead of you, and I'm going to cover your eye, and I'm going to put a patch on the other eye. Just leave your eyes open and don't move. And we got him into the emergency room, and they managed to get the hook out of his eye, and he did not lose his vision. He was a lucky young man. But I was worried about that hook, if he was to move around and do this kind of stuff, that it would keep doing damage. Because it's got a barb on the hook. But because of the fact that I was so damn squeamish myself of eyeballs, personally, that freaked me out so bad. That was probably one of the worst things. And I've seen some awful, awful things. That was actually one of the worst because it affected me because of my own squeamishness with eyeballs. One of the things that scared me the most at Halloween one time, I walked up to a house, and out the window, the guy had a television set about, about this big television set sitting in the window. And all it was a very close-up of an eye. The whole screen of the TV was an eyeball, and it was just moving around. The eyeball was just moving around. And oh my God, that freaked me out. It just I was totally freaked at that. Scariest damn thing I ever saw. The only thing that would have been scarier than that to me would have been a snake of some kind. I have nightmares about snakes. No, the only worst thing than a snake is a person that loves snakes. I can't imagine having a snake for a pet. Just can't imagine it. It'd be like having spiders for pets. Why? Or a rat for a pet, even. Can't imagine. Andy's a working fool. I'm just a fool. Andy's a working fool. Well, Craig's working. Craig doesn't like grain anymore, so somebody can come pick up his grain, I think. All right, let's see. Where's my combines? I can't say the word combine today. Where's my combine? A rat called Rosie? Yeah. My eyesight was distance. I couldn't see distances, so I had to have prescription glasses to see distances. And then as I go older, then they would put bifocals in so I could read. The part where you can't read it, see up close, that's just natural with age. Regardless of what your other vision is, you're going to get that just from age. So I had to have my cataracts out. So I went in for eye surgery. And when they take your existing lens out of your eyes, because that's what clouds over, they have to put new lenses in. And so they put whatever your prescription is. So it's almost like I've got a permanent contact lens, basically. They slit your eye open, they pull that lens out or suck it out, and then through the slit in your eyeball, they push the lens back in, a new lens, and then it heals up. I don't know how they sew it up. Whatever they do. I keep forgetting my camera's up here now. Anyway, so when they put the new lenses in, they put lenses in that would allow me to see 20/20. So I have perfect vision now as far as distance goes. I don't have to wear glasses when I drive. I used to have to wear glasses when I drove because I couldn't see, far away. Now I can see 20/20 if I'm outside, but it's reading. I can't see something up close to me. I need these cheaters. Like even right now, if I take these off, I can still see the screen really good. It's just that it's not real sharp. It's not completely sharp. So I have different prescription for this. And because my screen is about maybe 20, 30 inches away from me or so. It's maybe 1.5 feet away from my eyes. I've got a real weak magnification that makes something 1.5 to 2 feet sharp for me. Like I say, if I take it off, I can still see. It's just a fine detail that's not quite sharp. So I wear it for that reason. Plus the fact that these have the UI blocker in them. So if I'm reading, I have to have a stronger pair if I'm actually reading something up close like a book, or if I'm looking at a recipe or something. I actually have to have something a little bit stronger. But it's so nice not to have to wear glasses when I'm driving and stuff. I can wear regular sunglasses like everybody else. Before, I would say, oh, I wish I had some darker sunglasses. Well, here, wear mine. I can't. These are prescription. Now I can wear anybody's sunglasses. All right, where are we going with this guy? Well, first of all, what do we got left? We've got soybeans. Did I buy that field? Yes, and I've already done it. Okay. And this is pinto beans. Pinto beans. Let's do some pinto beans. Not that guy. All right, we'll put him in the pinto bean field, which was, oh crap, where's the pinto bean? Was this the pinto beans? Whoa, stop it. Yeah, I do this without hitting the telephone poles. I don't know. I'm pretty close. No, I missed it. I'm going to hit that tree, though. I'm going to hit it hard. I sure am, Matt. Where's everybody at today? Everybody getting ready for the weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. The kids didn't have school today because of the teachers are doing sorry about that. Teachers are doing conferences, school conferences, so today and tomorrow. And then Monday's a holiday for us. Oh. Oh, man, I hate that. Nothing I hate worse than sneezing. I hate sneezing. It makes me instantly angry. And I cannot sneeze softly. My sneeze to take your head off. Oh, man. I don't know why this combine keeps wanting its pipe out. He's crazy. Yeah, there he goes again. Wants that pipe out. I don't know why. All right, we'll put this guy in the wheat, in this wheat field here. It's not very big. And it's small enough I'm not even going to mess with the windrow. I'm not going to get any straw off this little field. Yeah. Normally it catches me by surprise and I'm not fast enough on the button. All right, it's another one of those fields that has a lump in it, a dip in it. Can't get it. Let's go check on purple. On the purple scarlet pimpernel. Oh, I see. I didn't make a... Well, shoot. Shoot, dang. Who's working now? Craig's still working, Mr. Purple. He's going to be upset with me. Making him work that ugly purple tractor. Let's go get rid of the canola. Yeah, pretty slow today. I got a couple of you guys in. That's about it. Nobody wants to talk to me today. I probably should have went the other way. Ah! Went in a ditch. Whoa! Whoa! Get out of the ditch. All right. I forgot I had canola, don't I? Let's run the canola to the oil factory. Silly cows. I guess the grass in the forest must be sweeter than the grass just out in the field. Silly cows out in the forest. If a cow craps in the woods, does it stink? If you're not there to smell it? A philosophical question. I can't remember what the original question was. It seems like it was like if a tree falls in the woods but you're not there to hear it, does it make any noise? Silly question. Tricks are for kids. All right, let's take a look at that factory. Sunflower oil we've got going, and we're out of sunflowers, so we can stop that. Deactivate that. We now have canola, so we can start the canola. Wow, it took it all, too. Wow. That don't hold very much, does it? We got a lot of canola. All right, we'll head back to the farm with the rest of it, I guess. What did I do all day yesterday? Well, I worked on that room for Addie a little bit, and let's see, what else was yesterday? I made, I took the opportunity to do a couple of videos yesterday, so I worked on that. Didn't do much, didn't go outside. It was a nice day. I never did get outside, though. We don't have that many nice days left. It'll start getting cold. But I did get a couple videos made, and then, of course, I have to edit them. And I already mentioned that the video that's coming out tomorrow is kind of a conglomeration. That's not a word, I made that up. And it's a mishmash of me running around, catching up, doing stuff that I missed. So it's just kind of a. It took me a while to. What I'm trying to say is, it took me a while to edit it, because it's one of those videos where I went into an area and explored it and killed all the bad guys in it, searched for some stuff, but it's a big area. It's the Bank of England, and the whole building's like a friggin' maze. And I missed several things. I missed a couple of rooms. I missed a couple of items that I should have been looking for a quest that I had. And so I had to go back into a place I'd already been, and I got lost a couple times. So it's me recording for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then having to edit it down to about 30, 40 minutes, because, you know, a lot of it's just me running. Oh, God, that's not the room. Oh, and that's not it either. Have I been up that stair? Yeah, I have. Oh, shoot. Let me go back down. Have I been in that room? So there's a lot of me running around. Well, all of that gets cut out. So it was kind of a frustrating episode to make. Normally, I go out on a quest, I do the quest, I stop, and then I just edit if I sneeze or something. So there's not a lot of editing that I have to do in my videos, because if I get killed, I leave those in there so you can see them. I don't cut that kind of stuff out. But this one was a little weird, because I had to go around searching for something, not knowing what I was looking for. And so there was a whole big sections I had to cut out of it. And then in between the recording, I would get interrupted by family, and I'd have to leave and go do something and come back. And so, like I said, by the time I went to stop recording, I had almost 3 hours worth of film to go through to make 30 minutes. Well, I was about more closer to 40 minutes. I don't know where I'm going. Back to I don't know where in the hell am I going. Whoa, whoa, whoa! All right, I don't. Why am I here? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm lost. I'm trying to get to my new fields, and I don't know where they're at. I can't think of anybody that's from Florida. I mean, here's the thing, Andy. Of the 500 or 5,300 subscribers I've got, there are probably some from Florida, but they don't watch the live streams or chat, so I wouldn't know. The only way I know any of my subscribers is if they comment on a video or they come into a live stream. Oh, I need to plow field 19. Shoot, I don't have a tractor. Wait a minute, didn't I buy a tractor for the plow? Yeah, I did. I forgot about that. Let's get this guy over in 19 and get him plowing. Monster plow, does whatever a monster plow can do. It's a monster tractor. Look at that. I love the way it plows. We're plowing. Okay, what was he doing? He's got... Oh, this was that soybean field. Okay. I got to find my trailer. The thing even has the squeaky wood sound to it when it opens the gate. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but I got headphones on. I hear everything. I'm getting to where I almost own every field on the map. Keep forgetting when I buy the fields, I also buy the farms. That farm right there's mine now, too. All right, this is not the guy I was looking for. Yeah, that was probably one of the things I liked the most about FS22 was the sounds that they added. Oh, don't do that. Put the pipe back. Come on. Why is it doing that? Why is he putting the pipe out? It only does it when I hire a worker. I don't know why it does that. Now it's going to hit that tree again. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. That was Andy that I had to fire on that one. After he slammed into a tree. What kind of beans are these? Black beans? All right, so let's see. This weekend, it'll be about a month until the new bad tree. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? So yeah, this weekend or so. It'll be a month for the new game to come out. Uh-oh, trouble. What's that going on? He stopped because of that tree, didn't he? See if I can sneak around it. All right, that'll get him going. What's going on with this feller? Oh, he's going to have some cleanup at the other end, isn't he? All right. Might as well do it now, I guess. Bad tree, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I don't want the holidays coming already. Where in the heck was summer? We literally, I have a little portable air conditioner that I have to use in the summer because this room gets really hot with all these computers running in the summertime, and I have to keep it, buttoned up and everything. And in the last 2 years, I got the air conditioner about 2-3 years ago, and in the last 2 or 3 years, that thing has run every day all summer long because the room really gets warm with all that stuff running. This year, I only remember turning the air conditioner on maybe twice all summer. That ought to tell you that we just didn't have any summer weather here at all. And here it is going into the holidays again. I'm getting to where I don't care much for the holidays. The only thing I ever really liked about it is that it's that time of year that my own family get together. I mean, I see some of my kids every day. I see some of them maybe twice a month, and then my oldest daughter and her husband, I only see them a couple times a year, except for the with the holidays. I'm lucky to see them once every 6 months. They just don't come around. They don't live that far away. They live maybe I don't know, maybe a half-hour drive away or so, maybe a 45-minute drive away. But they have lives, they just don't. Where am I? Which field am I in? I don't know where I'm at. Okay, that's rice. This is rice. I don't know what 18 is. What's on 18? Orange. What's orange? Oats? No, it's not oats. What is it? It's not oats. It's not corn. Is there anything else that's orange? Black beans. Okay, so 18 has black beans on it. Who's working black beans? Is that canola up here? All right, I don't know. Gee, he's got soybeans. This was the only soybean field. All right, so this was the only soybean field. Where's that? Where's that trailer at? What the hell's he doing over here? I don't know how to get out of this field. That's one of the problems with this map. There's no way to get out of the fields. There's only like one gate for every field. And they're not coordinated. You don't know where they're at. Yeah, see, there's no gate. How do you get out of this field? There should be a gate wherever there's a road. Doesn't seem to be. All right, let's get that guy, which isn't done. I thought this guy was done. He's not. The collector's edition. Did I see the collector's edition? No, I didn't buy it. Are you talking about FS22? I didn't buy it because it didn't look like there was anything I couldn't live without, or that I couldn't replace with a mod. It has ignition and 2 keys. What's that mean? I'm not following you. I've already pre-ordered the regular one, so I don't know. I'll have to look, Andy, because I'm not quite sure what you mean. All right, I'm going to go get those soybeans, since that's the only field with soybeans. Fortunately, the combines that I use are modded, heavily modded, and they hold like millions of liters of grain. Oh, man. Like I said, no damn gate. That wasn't a gate back in the corner, was it? That's not a gate, is it? No. No gate. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to heck with it. I'm just going to jump the field here. Okay. Got that. Soybeans. What can we do with soybeans? Oh. Pig food. Pig food takes soybeans. Where's my other farm? Oh crap, I don't know where I'm at. I need to get out that freeway up there. What a slow day. I hadn't even really noticed it until just now. Well, I did a little bit earlier. It's really slow. There's been nobody here all day except for you guys. What a quiet day. Mi familia. Is that short for my family? Or Spanish for my family? We can do soybeans right here. This takes soybeans. I can make oil out of it, but I don't need oil. Oil doesn't make me any money, but this pig food makes me millions. So we'll do pig food. All right, let's get these guys. Why is he stopped? This is a wheat field. This is that little tiny wheat field. Oh, the old panel, like the light, eh? Well, that's interesting. I've got the light. I wonder if I need the ignition. I don't have any room on my desk. The light I've got set on a shelf in front of me, and I never use it. Okay, I'm using it now. I got the light spinning. The beacons are spinning up there. That's funny because I didn't see that, or I never saw that when I went to order it. How much is that? It cost me $80 to get this stupid light. How much is the collector's edition? Of course, Of course, yours is in. Do you guys still use euros, or are you back to your pounds and stuff? I'm waiting for you guys to go 60 quid. So 60 bucks. Well, that's better than 80. Of course, that your 60 quid's probably about $70 for us. I don't know what the exchange rate is right now. It won't be long. You guys are going to be trading in shekels or something. $60, huh? Pound sterling, yeah, that's what I figured. So your quid is the equivalent of our dollar, but I don't know what the exchange rate is right now. So I'd have to look it up. It's probably, maybe, I don't know. You know, right now it might be that we're pretty close, because I know that they said that that Red Dead 1